All right, great Sunday morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. It's Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery and with our 15 minutes to mastery that we do each and every day to get you some information, inspiration, and motivation so that you can go out and attack the day. Welcome to episode number 498 of our 15 minutes to mastery. And I'm live with you from our San Antonio office for the last time over the next few days, because from here, today, we're headed out to Biloxi, Mississippi. We're going out to Biloxi, Mississippi. And some of you may ask, what's in Biloxi, Mississippi? Well, it's the Biloxi Manufactured Home Show that's going on this week. And we're headed out there. We've got a booth. We're going to be at booth 78. So if you're going to be in Biloxi, we invite you to come on by and see us. But listen, it's 15 minutes to mastery. It's an opportunity to get better. It's an opportunity to improve. And today we're talking about reflecting on the week that was. That's what Sunday Recharge is all about. Taking today to see what worked, what didn't work, and how we can improve upon it. There was a quote that I found. I didn't have a name to it. That's why I have unknown on here. But it says, in business, decisions are based on either instinct or data. I prefer data. Okay. That's what that said. And I cannot agree more with that. Data is where it's at. And when it comes to your performance for the week, the data that we're talking about, folks, is a few different things, right? So we're talking about what is it that worked out and what is it that did not work out. Give me 1 second. I'm about to lose power. I don't want to lose you guys. So hold real quick. All right, we're back. Let's see here. Here we go. Much better. So anyway, I tell you guys all the time, Sunday, look, take a few minutes. And when I say a few minutes, okay, hopefully it's 15, but really you need about 30, 40 minutes to really take some time and go through your week. Hopefully you've got your planner and you were working through it and you've got your notes every single day of what happened that day, what you executed on, what maybe didn't get done, and stacked up your wins and your losses, right? Well, hopefully you're not stacking too many losses, but you got information on there. I'm really proud of one of the guys that reached out to one of the guys yesterday from one of our retail clients, and he owned up. He was like, "Man, I lost a couple days this past week. I didn't get things done that I needed to, but I'm back at it." Because being aware of those things, when you can recognize that, man, I didn't win today, allows you to be able to adjust. It allows you to be able to improve upon those things, because when I didn't win this day, now you can stop and take a look, dive a little deeper into that. Why didn't I win? What didn't get done, and why didn't it get done? Was I distracted with something else? Did something happen that I needed to get handled that kept me from doing these other things, or did I just not do it? And if you didn't just do it, why not? Why didn't you get those things done? Because that's the only way that you're going to be able to make the adjustments and build the habits that need to be built. So in your case, as a sales consultant, you have two sets of data, right? Hopefully you've got the data from your company as far as traffic, how many people you actually sat with, how many appointments you set, of those appointments, how many came in, how many did you sell, how many did you not sell, why didn't you sell them, where did you miss on that? But then you've also got your own personal data from your week that was. What happened? What did I do? What did I not do? Why didn't this day work out the way I had it planned? What can I adjust so that it doesn't happen again this week? Is it something that's getting in the way on a certain day? Because then maybe I need to adjust certain things on that day so that it doesn't affect the things that need to get done. And then obviously making sure that you completed your non-negotiables of every single day. What are the non-negotiables for a housing consultant, for a community manager? Marketing, pushing your pipeline, prospecting, follow-up calls, calling, set appointments, and learning. Those things you should be getting done every single day of the week. That is without a doubt. And those should be the things you get done first in your day. But why do I bring this up? Why am I talking to you about this and reviewing this with you? Well, because yesterday I had a very in depth, I guess, open and honest, candid conversation about what I need to accomplish for our company, for Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. And in reflecting, we're at a great point. We've built this thing, and we're getting bigger, we're getting busier, and we've got more clients coming on, and we're picking up more business, we're picking up more interest. But one of the things that I'm lacking, is the internal systems and processes for our company. Now, as we're growing and developing, there's a lot of things that we do that I have been handling myself that I need to automate, or I need to put a system and a process in place so that other people can handle those things, so that I can focus on bigger growth, right? We've got big projects working right now that are going to take us to a whole nother level, and we're only going to get bigger and busier. And if I don't do those things, if I don't take the time to reflect on this and put my plans into place and actually get this done, it could have a negative effect on our business. Same thing with you. I just put it on my stories as I was coming into the office this morning, how you, as a sales consultant, okay, professional sales consultant, as a community manager out there anywhere across the country, you need to have your own systems. You need to have your own processes. And what does that look like to a person on the front lines, such as yourself? It's by having a routine. You need to have a routine. And I'm not even just talking about routine with work. I'm talking about a routine in your life, because things can get chaotic. Here's what you don't want, right? Here's what you don't want. You don't want to get everything going so great at your work. You don't want to have it just where you maximize everything, but then everything at home is falling apart. You're not, things like the bare necessities. Okay, grocery shopping and cleaning of the house and washing the clothes and all of the things that have to get done. Because if you're, washing the car and all these things, if you don't have that stuff handled, then what happens is you're going to be doing great at the office, but then you're going to see your life outside of there chaotic, and that is going to affect your business. Right. So when I'm talking to you today as a sales consultant, what I'm saying is you have to make a routine for that and business. You have to find that balance. You have to find, whether it's that you're hiring somebody that's going to be cleaning your house on a weekly basis, you got somebody who's going to be doing your wash, going to be, taking care of the grocery. I don't know. Whatever that looks like for you, you've got to make sure that you're getting it handled. Now, some of you may not be at the point where you can hire somebody to do that for you. Well, then in that case, how are you going to get it done so that your chaotic life outside of the office does not affect your work in the office, and vice versa? And that's what you really need to start doing. And those are your systems and your processes as an individual sales consultant, because when you can have everything on automatic, believe me, everything gets so much easier. Your business, your personal life, everything gets so much easier when you can have it on automatic. I look, man, one of the things I used to carry this I used to walk around with this as a badge of honor, right? I pride myself. I always did. And kind of to a certain extent right now, I still do. I've always prided myself on being the type of person that can just flip the switch and get onto a certain project and get it knocked out because it has to get done. But you see, that only works for so long. That worked to get me to where I was back when I was selling and as a general manager, that worked there, but it doesn't work here. You see, what I've found out in now that as a business owner is that doesn't work. You have to have things planned out. You have to plan these things out. You have to have the stages that you've got to go through in order to make these things happen. And you've got to have things in place that are going to make it more structured for you. And that's why you hear me talking more and more about this, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to, that we as a team are going to be able to move this company forward to that next level. You see, and so what we've done up until now, what I have personally done up until now, has gotten us to the point where we're at. But I can definitely see that that next step is not going to happen the way that it needs to happen if I don't grow even more and start to plan these things out and put these processes in place and make sure that everything is set up to where it's just plug and play. You see, the beautiful thing about success, folks, whether it's on the sales floor, whether it's in management, or whether it's owning a business, the beautiful thing about success is this: it's not the actual goal. It's not, the success is not the goal. The success is in the journey, but even more so in accomplishing the journey. In other words, the success is in who you become to get to that success. Because who you are right now is not the person you need to be to reach that next level of success. Because if that were the case, we would all be there, right? We would all be, excuse me, we would all be at that level. And I'm gonna this just dawned on me. All right. So yesterday I went to church. I went to church with my wife, and the pastor was talking about the door, right? The pastor was talking about the door. Pastor was talking about how thank you, Ro. Appreciate it, man. Anyway, so the pastor was talking about doors, and he said, there's some doors that teleport, right? You see them in movies, you see them in all these things. You teleport, you go through that door, you're at that next level. Okay. You're at that other place. But that's not the way it happens in real life. See, you got to walk through a door, and to get to that next level, to get to the next floor, we're on the 8th floor here. If I want to get to the 9th floor, guess what I got to do? I got to take the steps. I got to actually take the steps or get in the elevator, and the elevator has to go up. The counterweight has to move down, and the elevator goes up. There's work that goes into actually getting to the next level, whether it's through the stairs or even through the elevator, right? And it's the same thing for you in sales. It's the same thing for me in business. We have to put in the work to get to the next level. You don't put in if there was no elevator and it was just stairs, and if I don't take those steps up the stairs, I don't get to the next level. Same thing in sales, same thing for you, same thing for me in business. If we don't take the steps, if we don't go through that journey, if we don't become if we don't make those steps to get up there, we don't get to the next level. You stay where you're at. You're only good enough to get to the level you're at. And I want to see each and every one of you getting to that next level. And you know what the beautiful thing about it is this: if you want it to, those levels never stop. You can always keep improving. You can always keep getting better. You can always do more. You can always be more. There is no cap. There really isn't. There really isn't. Okay. You could be a person right now that looks in their bank account and says, damn it, is there really a little line in front of the number? In other words, am I really negative in my bank account right now? You could be a person who opens up the bank. I've been there. Like, hundreds of dollars negative. And I'm not saying like 100, like a lot. But anyway, you can get into your bank account, you can look at it, and you can see that it's negative. And you could turn that, and it could be hundreds of thousands, millions, billions. There's people, shoot, man. You take people like Bezos and Elon Musk, hundreds of billions of dollars. They all started where you're at. The difference is they never stop climbing those stairs. They haven't put a cap on themselves. They haven't put a ceiling on themselves like most of us tend to do. You think about Amazon and everything that Amazon has become since its inception. From a garage to an office building to an office complex to where they were doing just products, and now they do data, and now they do TV. And there's no cap if you really don't put a cap on yourself. And guys, you're no different. They're no different than you. They just didn't stop. They had a big vision. Talked about vision yesterday in my stories. They had a big vision, and they just didn't stop. The work doesn't stop. When is enough, Caesar? Well, it just depends on what you want to do in the world. Depends on the amount of impact you want to have on the world. That's on you. It's not on me. It's not on anybody else. It's on you. But what I am telling you is it starts with a plan. Even to get to the point where you are quote unquote comfortable, where you are doing well and can go and do things and travel and do the things that maybe you just want to take care of you and your family. Hey, great. But you still have to have a plan to be able to do that and sustain it. Because we can all get to there and then it all falls apart. It takes a plan to sustain it and you keep executing on that plan. So what I'm trying to get to today, this Sunday, is start by reflecting on this past week. Let's start there. Let's start with that. And let's build out a plan for this coming week. Start by putting your plan together for tomorrow, Monday. And put some things into Tuesday and Wednesday. See, the problem is a lot of us, we're only looking at the next day. You're trying to put everything into tomorrow, Monday. Put it out over the next week and then go out and execute. Go out and do great things. Go out, do more, be more, learn more, grow more, see more. And you will see that you can transform your life. You will transform your life. We're not transforming it for you. We're giving you some tools. We're giving you some support. We're here to provide you a little bit of fire every morning. And for those of you that are clients of ours, we're there to provide you some structure. We're there to provide you some guidance. But ultimately, you are the ones who transform. So to everyone out there who maybe didn't have the week that they wanted to have, to all of you out there that maybe had some losses, Daniel, I appreciate you being forthcoming and open about that, man. You had some losses, so what? Now let's go through this next week and try to minimize those losses. Let's try and have a better week. Not let's try. Let me take that word out. I don't like using the word try. Let's not have that type of week again. Let's make it a better week. But in order for you to make it better, Daniel, and everybody else out there, it takes planning and it takes executing on that plan. It takes the discipline to stick to the plan. It takes the focus and the vision and the desire to operate at a whole different level. All you have to do is just like the pastor said yesterday and how Jesus said he's the door. You just have to go through that door and put in the work. It's that simple. Can you imagine that? You just have to go through the door and put in the work on yourself. You guys have a great Sunday. Go out and do some fantastic things today, man. Plan out stuff if you're able to. You know, spend some time with the family, recharge, take really today and recharge. You know, some of us have to get on a plane a little bit later and get on out to Biloxi. If you're going to be in Biloxi, we invite you to come on by. We're going to be at booth 78. All right. We've got some great stuff out there. Steven, myself, Jackson will be out there. Come and say hello. Let's talk about how we can help by being your success partner. But listen, we encourage all of you to reflect on what you want and what it's going to take to get there. And if you want some help with that, reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help you with that here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. Because as always, as you know, we're here to help take your life, your business, and your career. Let me repeat that. We're not just talking about work. We're here to take care of your life, take your life, your business, and your career to a whole new level. It just takes you reaching out. So you guys have a great day. We'll be talking soon. Thanks, Roman. I appreciate you. You have a blessed day as well. My friends, we'll be back in tomorrow with another episode of 15 Minutes of Mastery. Get you some information, inspiration, motivation. But until then, as always, can't wait to meet you.